ladies and gentlemen. Leonetti!
Hi everybody, this is Michael Leonetti Variety Show. As you can see behind me, we got in front of the Eiffel Tower. I'm looking for Melissa Spence. I know she's here somewhere. I must have called her a dozen times. She hasn't returned my call. So we got a show we got to do. We have a show, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be absolutely magnificent today. I don't want you to move. Now what I'd like you to tell you is my book. The 25th of June, my book goes nationwide. Switzerland, Germany, France, Italy, all over the world. You can buy Deceit, Corruption, and Cover-Up. It's the most unbelievable book you could ever possibly read in your entire life. I'm very, very excited. Make sure you buy that book and make sure you take a look of what that story is, because it's so inspirational, it's not to be believed. If you see Melissa, tell her I'm looking for her, because I got to get in a plane, fly back to Vegas, and I got to do this show. I wonder how the food is over here. I hope it's pretty good. I got to try something to eat. So don't you move, everybody. I'll be right back with a magnificent show. Parlez-vous français? Oui, oui, les receteurs, les receteurs. We'll be right back, everybody.
Go with Melissa.com, a directory of ways to help your family and business lifestyle flourish. Go with Melissa.com.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Michael Leonetti Variety Show. Guess who's sitting next to me? Melissa Spence. You know, I was in Paris looking for you.
Oh, my goodness.
Where the hell were you at?
In Paris.
I went up the Eiffel Tower. I went over on I couldn't find it. Thank God you got back in time.
Yeah,
Gee,
I was shopping.
I hope you brought me something back.
I did, actually.
Well, no, now.
Okay.
I was surprised.
I'm so excited.
Are you
Hi,
excited about
everybody.
the gift? Well, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, my sponsors. Number one, Mr. Bob Kellogg from Kellogg's Cornflakes. Bobby, I love you with all my heart. I cannot wait to see you in November 8th at the show. It's going to be fantastic. You know, my heart's out there for you. You are the best of the best, and God has his hand on you. Don't forget, folks, as you can see on the screen, November 8th, I am doing a concert at the Cathedral, the Romanian Cathedral at Leah Roberts. I'm doing all the cooking.
St. George
Cathedral. I got Monique, who's doing a tribute to Connie Francis. Naturally, twice as nice for the first hour. A tribute to Motown, so you can dance and get down. My buddy Sal Santiago, he's going to be with me, and actually myself and the guys in the band. So we're going to have a swinging time. So we got about 58 tickets sold. There's 150. That's it. We only have a handful of tickets left. I know it's November, but get your tickets now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget our sponsors beside Mr. Kellogg. We got WeLink, which is my brother, who's one of the best. If you have internet problems, he's the guy you need to go to for faster service, because I wish he came to my neighborhood, because I hate my stuff that I have. I can't get through. I mean, Cox is great, but it's a pain in the you-know-what. And let's not forget Melissa.com. Go with Melissa. Go with Melissa. Anyway, so much for that. And don't forget to like, share, and describe. Describe or subscribe?
Subscribing is easier.
Well, I was saying,
Yeah.
did I
It
say
may be a little-
describe? Oh my God in heaven.
okay.
That's unbelievable. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my book, as you can see, Deceit, Corruption, and Cover-Up, the 25th of this month. It goes nationwide. Candy Crusoe is my publicist. He's the best. The calls are coming in now. Everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon. And I'm going to tell you something. They're going to do a movie of my life. I don't know who's going to play me. I think the guy in front of me, I think he'd be good because I was his age when I went away. I was in my 40s, a handsome guy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, we got two magnificent guests. I got a show today that you're going to absolutely love. So without further ado, let me introduce. I'll introduce one and then you introduce the other. Would you like to do that?
Sure, let's
do
that.
You do Nick first. Go ahead.
Okay, well, hi Nick first. I'm just kidding. This is Nick Pope here from Hope for the City.
Yep.
Now it's your turn.
Hope of the City.
Hope for the city.
Hope for the city.
Hope for the city. And next there is the beautiful, the gorgeous, the lovely Pauline Lee.
Yes.
Pauline Lee. You know the word Lee? Every dog, every animal I ever had was always Baby Lee, Pookie Lee. Don't ask me why. It was
It's a
always
very popular name.
I love that word.
In the
Lee.
whole world.
Well, we're here with both of them. I'm going to start out with what a handsome young fellow. You should have been an actor. What a good-looking kid this is. What a handsome guy he is. You do a lot of great stuff. You were telling me earlier, the people that you feed, you got to let my viewers know. What the hell's going on, Nick? Lay it down, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've had a pantry for quite some time, but out of the pandemic, obviously, a lot of things around the world shut down, especially here in Las Vegas. So back in March of 2020, we decided to mobilize, and we launched 27 food pantries across the city. It was complete insanity. We were, in a lot of these station casino parking lots, a couple church parking lots, and we'd have lines miles and miles long of people. And, we haven't stopped. We've continued as things opened up. We're now going and celebrated our 5th year anniversary of feeding people, and I think we're knocking on about 2 million people fed as of now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now, does people fund that? Is there somebody that can donate? Because I know that's, not free.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we have ongoing initiatives, which is the food relief efforts. We also do bigger initiatives, like the one we have right now is called No Child Goes Hungry. And over the summer, we lock arms with 47 of the Title I schools to bridge the gap for those that are in need in the community. So that's one fundraising effort for people that have a heart for kids. The second one is our big one, and that's actually going to be an epic announcement that I'm going to share it now. We haven't shared it yet. We've been doing an experience called Hope for Kids, which is an immersive drive-through experience that the at-risk and underserved community gets hygiene kits, toiletries, warm coats and blankets, food, and we do their Christmas shopping. And it's only been 2 to 3 nights for the last few years. We're converting it to a full 2-month experience that the public can now enjoy, and it's going to shake the city for sure.
Ain't that wonderful? See how nice that is?
That is. That's so nice.
That's what we need today. We need people like this young man.
Yes.
Because, like I say, you got 40 years to play with. I don't.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm on third base.
Yeah, I got you.
But whatever time God gives me left, that's the reason why I did the television show, to bring people like yourself, because I'm telling you, our phone rings off the hook. There's a lot of people, as much as I would love to bring them on, I need people on this show that has worth, that's got something to say, that's got for the public, the people that watch the program. It's very, very important, And I think what you're doing, Nick, is absolutely magnificent. Now, we got a lot of segments, so we're going to cover a lot of other stuff. But the lady next to you, I had the pleasure of meeting Pauline. You took me to the Republican...
The Nevada Republican Club.
The club. Mm-hmm. And she said, Mike, do you belong to the club? And I said, no, not really. I said, I'm a Republican, She said, well, why don't you join? So sure enough, I didn't have my wallet, and they took my ring, and I never got it back. No, I'm only teasing you. So I joined the club, and the first, you weren't there, so I didn't get a chance to go because you weren't there.
Yeah, because of me.
But it was the first opening, the grand opening of your business.
Of our office.
Yeah.
Of the office. And I walked up to this beautiful girl, Pauline Lee, and I talked to her for a little bit, and I said, I would love to have you on the show because, let me tell you something. You got Republicans, you got Democrats. You see what the hell's going on out there. It's unbelievable. And let me tell you something. Take it from a guy like me that went away for a very, very long time. My empire was dissolved, and God gave me everything back. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And what's happening today is in the Bible. If you read the Bible, it's in the Bible of what the hell's going on. And that's why I say to my shows, you better get right with God, because I'm telling you something. I believe my generation will see the coming of Christ. But without me saying anything further, Pauline, thank you so very much.
Well, the Nevada Republican Club is not the Nevada Republican Party. We are a social group. We are the largest conservative social group in all of Nevada.
Okay.
With over 400 members. And what we do is we take socializing very seriously. We think it's really important for people to network, to get to know different points of view. We embrace all types of conservatism, and unlike other clubs and other groups, we invite Democrats to come to our events. We invite nonpartisans, independents, because we believe that a dialogue is important, creating dialogue, maintaining dialogue. And so the reason why the Nevada Republican Club exists really is to create that dialogue between people and factions. And we're so pleased that we just launched and opened our new office. It's called the Innovation Space, so that candidates and supporters can get together to strategize, to deploy, and to just it's a place for discussion.
You know,
It's a beautiful room.
this week I
Yes.
had Bobby Kahn on the show.
Yes.
I love Bobby. We got the same barber, me and him. And, oh, you find that funny, Nick? Okay, good, you got hair. And he invited me to go to the 4th of July parade in Pahrump. So I'm going to be in the parade, and I said to Mario, let's go out, we'll get a hotel room, we'll stay the evening, because I love, Boulder City, I'm sorry, in Boulder
Boulder
City.
City.
And it's going to be absolutely great. And so I got my Mercedes convertible, and we got to put them. And I'm practicing.
down.
I'm practicing to go like this. People say, "Who was that
Yeah,
guy?
you gotta-
Who was that guy with the white glasses?" I don't know who he is.
You princess wave?
Like Princess Wave? I don't know
have
about
it
the
down.
Princess Wave.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you. So, Pauline. So I like that. I like that. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a socializing, event. We were talking about the golf course at the Las Vegas Country Club.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be something to do something with them? I mean, could you imagine getting
we would
something like
love
that,
to.
do the show, produce my show, have the entertainment like we did there before, and
Oh, yeah.
do a golf thing to raise money?
We do that, so every first Tuesday of the month, we have our luncheons over at the Ahern Hotel. At the end of the month, last Tuesday, we have a conservative happy hour. And we have events all the time. Like every quarter, we have a big social event. And in fact, we're going to have a big social event in August. By the pool, it's going to be, we're going to have more of a Hawaiian theme, and everyone's invited.
What do you think,
What I
Nick?
love
You
is
want to
your
go? You
website.
got your grass skirt?
That's it, coconuts and skirts. right?
Coconut skirts. Ladies and gentlemen, don't move. We're coming right back. So, a word from our sponsors. How exciting.
Super.
Anthony from WeLink Internet, home of the super fast fiber optic speeds. Are you paying too much for your internet? Is your service slow? Is your bill outrageous and keep going up? Well, look no further. WeLink Internet has you covered. Not only do we have super fast speeds, unbelievable customer service, but our price is usually a lot lower than anyone else. Give me a call to see if your home is available, and I will give you 30 days free to try out our service with free installation, and all the equipment will be included with no rental fees. Give me a call now to get you set up with WeLink Internet.
Hi, everybody. We're back. And we just came back, and Pauline was talking. So, I got you, Pauline. I'm
Thank you.
squealing on you.
We're all
I'm
talking.
squealing. Nick,
so
let me ask you a
excited.
question. Is it Cocoa Krispies? Is it Pops? Is it Frosted Flakes? Or is it Fruit Loops?
I'm going Frosted Flakes.
Mr. Kellogg, did you hear that? He's going with Frosted Flakes. How exciting! That's my. I gotta tell you something. That was my favorite. Pauline, is it Cocoa Krispies? Is it Pops? Is it Frosted Flakes? Or is it Fruit Loops?
Hands down, it's the Pops.
Really?
Hands down, because it's chewier, it's got great texture, and you can eat it without milk. I just put it in a little baggie, and I just
it's a
eat it
snack.
without milk.
Oh,
Yeah,
No, without milk?
without no milk.
savage.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a crime.
Well, yes,
That's
it
a no. I gotta have. I
it's
gotta.
like snacking on it.
Yeah, it's
I gotta have some milk. I
See,
gotta have some
I'm
milk. on
seasonal
it.
though.
That's unbelievable.
Like summertime, I would go to a little Fruit Loop. Wintertime, a little cocoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rick, I see zeros. I'm talking. My brother's not here today, ladies and gentlemen. He's getting ready for the cruise. Thank you. And he is.
He's ironing his
He's
clothes.
ironing his bathing suit.
Yeah, his little Speedo.
No, my brother can't wear a Speedo. He's too fat. But he's a great kid, and I love you, Anthony. And we'll see you next week. He'll be back, but he's out. He's packing. He's ready. He's going to on
The
a
cruise,
7-day
yeah.
cruise. I think it's, I'm not mistaken, I think it's Italy, or I don't know where the hell he's gone. But it cost him it cost me $10,000. What am I talking about? Anyway, so talk to me more about, Nick, of what your website is and what the heck's happening.
Yeah, so I mean, Hope for the City obviously you can get connected on the socials just following Hope for City. The website is a .org, so hopeforthecity.org, and it just shows different things, different initiatives that we have going on. It has more details about the actual organization, but you know what we have been seeing, what's going on is with the tariffs, with you know, some of the stuff that's going on, there's a little bit of a lull and also being summer, that we've actually seen a net increase of over 100 cars week over week right now. So we typically serve about 315 to 325 cars. This past week we had over 400, and these are families in need, typically about families of 2 to 3 individuals in the house, if not more. And it's just a seasonal thing with the summer, but right now is the time where a lot of people can lean in, individuals, businesses. It's not just a year-end giving thing. It's like, how do we address problems and meet the community where they're at? And we're trying to bridge the gap and kind of be the hands and feet of Jesus, right? Be into the community and say, how do we love on people? How do we
Now, where do
serve
they
people?
go? I mean, is like, is there an address where they can go get in the car and go? Where would it be at?
Yeah, we have a few different locations.
Okay.
One of the primary ones is going to be Central Henderson, which is off of the 95 or the 11 and Russell. There's another one on the east side where they can find the address on our website, and the last one is at Boy Scouts of America. So
Wow.
those are on Wednesday, Thursday, and then 2 on Saturday. So we serve them without fail, first thing in the morning, pop the ropes open at 7 a.m. It's hundreds of cars that are lined up, pop the trunk, and we still keep the same logistics that we did for the pandemic.
Now, who donates the food?
So we have a few different strategic partners. Feeding America is the primary provider for food in the community, and we're a food, let's call it a distribution center. Like 3 Square, they're the ones that accept the food, and then they distribute it. They don't have any pantries. We're more like the boots on the ground to meet the families and distribute the food. So different grocery stores, they'll donate. Different bakeries, different restaurants. But one of the biggest contracts currently into Vegas is Feeding America.
Oh, that's great. You know, Pauline, I'm looking at your dress. You look gorgeous.
Oh, why, thank you.
She always does.
You look
I try.
gorgeous. But I don't know if you know, but Sandra Folk Couture is your designer.
Yes, it is.
And
This
she
is
makes
Sandra.
all your clothes. Could you get? See, Rick only gets when you stand up. You know,
He cuts me.
He cuts your head
That's
off.
okay.
Give it a little stand there.
I
Oh
am
my
really-
God! Look
oh.
how pretty.
And it's all like cute and
That's
red and
that's
stuff.
very Parisy.
Yes, it is. Actually, that's why I wore it this episode.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
That's
It
very
kind of had the
Parisy.
vibe. It
She
had
makes
that-
all that clothes. That's
Yes.
beautiful. You got me something from Paris, didn't you?
I actually did.
What'd you get me?
Okay. You
Pauline's
can,
looking.
I can't wait.
how exciting!
Oh, let me see. I love presents, everybody.
You have to bring back.
Oh, I
gifts.
love presents. Oh, look at this. Oh, I would like to thank the Academy for this magnificent. This is great. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Oh, look at this.
It's the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower. Look at that. How beautiful that is.
Everyone needs one, right?
Yes, that's so nice of you. What else? Let's see what else I got here. Oh, you mean a French beret? Oh, look at this.
Just in case the dome.
Don't worry about the dome. She teased me by her and my brother. Teased me about
I
my
just don't
dome.
want it to burn.
No, this is a French beret. Let's see what else. Uh-oh. Look at this. What is this?
See, that's for your collar. It's a,
Well, for the collar? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You tie it
this
up
looks
and-
good. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
more stuff? Oh, I love that. I love presents. What do you think? Look at Nick. He's
great.
going to say, wow, I like that. I said, yo, Nick, you look good at
Ooh,
this. Look at this. Ooh, I'm going to take this to Atlantic City with me.
see that?
Woo! I like a Frenchman.
Now you
This is beautiful.
Just like that.
And oh my God in heaven, this is, what else? Let's see. What the hell's this?
It's a mustache.
Oh, a mustache. Oh, how cute. Well, listen, thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
You know,
I'm glad to be back.
well, me too. It cost me a lot of money flying over to Paris to look for you. That's terrible. Pauline, I want to ask you a question. If you had 1 hour to spend with somebody, living or dead, any century, who would it be? Any century, any person you want.
Probably Winston Churchill.
Really? Why?
Yeah. because he had a lot of ups and downs in his career, and it's amazing how he was always in tune with the people, and even though he had a lot of challenges, he just met them head on, and he just didn't compromise on his values, even though at different times of his career he was criticized for being too dogmatic. And if it weren't for Winston Churchill, we'd all be speaking German right now.
Very true.
Think about that.
Well, I won't be eating raviolis. You're eating schnitzel.
Yep. And so if I had to, probably him or Teddy Roosevelt,
Oh, wow.
right? Both of them, very strong personalities.
Nikki, how about you, son?
You know the answer. I'll tell. Before that, I'll give you a little bit of a backstory. But I've been here for 20 years, and the first decade of my life was completely reckless. And I had a little come to Jesus, and I said, you know what? I'm going to turn my life around, and if I'm going to be reckless, I'm going to be reckless for Jesus.
Okay.
So I think just he saved my life, and if there was one individual in the history of humanity that I'd like to go and say thank you to and meet, it'd be him.
Aw.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's amazing.
Well, we have eternity for that.
Yes,
So.
that's the kid. Well,
100%.
look how he used me
Yeah.
to write all those plays. And I wasn't a playwriter, Nick.
Rescued to be a rescuer.
No.
You know what I mean? To bring all those men, and I never
right.
forget the day I walked out of that place. The guy said, I said, Jesus forsake me. And the guy said, how could you say that, Mike? I said, I'm 59 years old. I'm an old man. I said, where am I going to go?
Yeah.
Who's ever going to hire me or clap for me for sing again? He said, do you think that God forgot all the souls you brought to him? I went like this. In the Bible, it says, what the locusts have taken, I will restore. In Job, he gave him double. Me, he gave me triple. To be my age at 73 and have a knockout punch in each hand, most guys my age can walk up a flight of steps. I'm on my kayak. I live in Desert Shores. I see guys, they're huffing and buffing. Unbelievable.
Speaking of Jesus, actually, Pauline and I have a funny story.
Well, we got a minute and 31 seconds for the next segment.
I can say it real quick.
Come on, girl.
Well, so this one time at band camp, no, I'm kidding. So I have the Jesus doll, as you've seen on the last
Right.
episode, Jesus and His Adventures. I says, Pauline was meeting our president. And so I says, you got to take Jesus to go see President Trump. She literally was carrying around the Jesus doll for what? It had to be a good month?
I was carrying the Jesus doll throughout the fundraiser until we got into the tent with Trump, and the Secret Service said, no Jesus. And I'm like, oh no. And I tried to negotiate with them. I tried to persuade them. They said no, and they took the doll away. But they gave it back to me in the end. And it was really great because I used the Jesus doll to take pictures with a number of politicians and elected officials, including Governor Doug Burgum.
Really?
I got a picture with him with the Jesus doll. And so baby Jesus was with me through most of that fundraiser, but not with Trump. Darn.
Next time.
Next
we're
time.
trying.
Next time?
Next time.
Well, we did a show, and we had
a segment,
We had
yeah.
a segment. We had Jesus sit where you were at. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one more segment to go. This is the best part of them all. You don't want to miss it. Lady, I see you every week. You're always stuck like that at the TV. Don't move. Don't touch nothing. We're almost done. I'll be right back. Don't you move. Don't you move. Hello, everybody. We're back. As you can see, Pepe Le Pew here, back once again. Thank you for the wonderful. This is the beautiful gifts that she got me. A beautiful.
match.
We do. We
How
sound.
funny is
Parlez-vous français?
Un po.
Okay.
Maybe.
I just said I lost my pencil case. I'm looking for it. If you had, Pauline, if you had one more meal to eat, your last meal, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. That's a really tough one. I just came back from San Sebastian, Spain.
Uh-oh.
And that Basque food was so amazing. But I probably would have to say a really great Cantonese Chinese cuisine
Really?
would be great. And we have only a few places in Las Vegas with that.
I need to go where you go because I was, from New York with great Chinese food, like authentic Chinese food, and I can never find it, and I'm dying to just find wonton soup.
I got a
Wonton
place.
soup.
That's right.
Really?
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I got a place. I'm telling you.
I'll go. I'll try it.
Nick, how about you, buddy?
Steak all day.
Steak.
Now, wait a minute. What kind of steak?
yeah.
What kind?
Actually, as of lately, I've been enjoying the rib cap, which they have at some of the places down there. But even at the Gordon Ramsay steak, that one was good. But a couple, I think the rib cap, 100%.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Really good.
marvelous. Well, I got to say something to the both of you guys. You are a tremendous inspiration to Las Vegas. You understand? A tremendous inspiration. Do I look silly talking like this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you think, Pauline? Should I take
I
too much?
like it.
Very
You like the
handsome.
bio-
And I like the glasses with it. It just
What's
it's the
that?
extra touch. Your glasses.
If I and Melissa could ever do of any service for the two of you guys, I want you to feel free to call upon me any place, anytime, anywhere. I'm very serious. I'm very proud of this. I'm very proud of this television show because Mr. Kellogg didn't tie my hands. Do you understand? I said, Mr. T, you're going to have to let me do what I do best or it ain't going to work. He said, Mike, I love you, pal. Do whatever that you want. The only thing I ask you is don't bring those cigar ads. Don't go nutsly, And you can't get a bigger sponsor than Kellogg's Cornflakes.
true.
It's a great, you know what I mean? If you have to make a change, Pauline, what change would you want to make?
In the world,
Listen, you're in a very powerful position, my love.
I would change. I wish people would not be violent on either side, on all sides. We can all listen to each other. We can all have a dialogue. And like, for example, what's happening with the Pennsylvania Senator Fetterman, John Fetterman, he's listening to people. He's listening to dialogue. He's listening to his constituents. If I could change anything in the world, it would be, I wish people would listen to each other a little more and stop being violent in any form, on both sides and in the world. This morning we heard some news about conflict between Israel and Iran. And I don't know what it's like to be in Iran or in Israel, but it just breaks my heart to see people, having to turn to violence. So that's what I would want. And that's something that's not only from God's teaching, but I think it's a morality that all of us humans should embrace.
That's beautiful. Nick,
I hear you on that.
you're making the change as it is. You can see Melissa's making the change also
making
as well.
many changes.
She wants to wear the mustache. I lost the daughter.
covering
She's
up.
the daughter that I lost. That's why I love her so much. You can make a change. You're making a change now. What would you want to do?
Actually, it's funny enough. When I was in Israel a few years ago,
Right.
There was about 1,000 missiles that got shot into Israel at that time, and I remember being in Jerusalem, and it's just scary just to see all that stuff. But that's one of the decisions that I wanted to make is a change. Is how many lives could I impact in my life, in my short window of life? Whether it's eradicating hunger here in the Vegas Valley, whether it's introducing people to Jesus and helping them follow him, whether it's just being a good human. I am a father. I have 6 children, 5 girls. Karma came full circle around at me. So just being an example for them and just in the future generations, how can we love more? How can we have more peace and kindness and gentleness and self-control and all the fruits of the Spirit, right?
So if somebody wants to donate to you, who do they call? What number do they call?
I mean, they could shoot me a text. I think you guys have it up on the
Yeah,
screen,
the board
702-466-2479. I'd love to have a conversation about that, or simply just go to hopeforthecity.org and they can go directly there.
And how about you, Michael? What
What's
would
that?
you change?
I'm changing it now.
Oh, okay.
I'm changing it now by doing what I'm doing with this television show. I spend thousands of dollars, thousands, to distribute this show out. Because there's a lot of shows in Vegas, and they're nice, don't get me wrong, but they're just shows. You know what I'm trying to say? No punch, no oomph. That's why I handpick the people that I want to come on this show. because it ain't about me. This show's about you. The people that I bring on the show is about you and what you do with other people. Everybody knows who I am. What you have to do is pull me up. You know, I've been in Vegas 50 years. I had my chance. I had my time in the ring. I got my belts. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. That's why I say whatever God gives me left, musically, entertainment-wise, no matter where I play, I pack a room, you can't get in. But I know where I want to go. There's places that want me that I don't want to go there. It's not my type of place. Certain places I want to do, certain places I don't want to do. And that's my change as this television show. And this man that believed in me.
Amen.
You know, trying to say, because anybody can do a podcast, and anybody can do a television show.
And music is a universal language.
It
is for the world, isn't it?
Do you want to?
Absolutely.
It's helping me wax off my real ones.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
That's okay.
You're adorable on that. So what were you going to say? Pauline, you were saying
That
something.
music's a universal language.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Right. And I love what you're doing. You're spreading your music and sharing it with people.
Well, what I
Sharing
do,
joy.
nobody does no more. The songs that I do, because it was what Vegas was 40 years ago. Because she booked me at the Las Vegas Country Club, and what was the name of the girl? I love that girl. What was her name?
Oh,
The booking-
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer. She's
Dobb.
awesome.
Jennifer Dobb?
Dobbs, Miss Dobb,
Jennifer
yeah.
Dobb. And she said, Mike, I want to be honest with you. This is a tough crowd. She says, these people come in. I said, trust me. Because they had bands. People would go in and they'd eat and they'd walk out the door. I did 3 hours of nonstop entertainment. At the end of the night, which standing ovation. And that is an achievement. Because the day they stop standing for me, then I know it's time. Get out of the ring, Mike, it's over. There's a certain time where some people, they'll keep punching and doing whatever they have to do. I got to tell you both something. There's no words to express my sincere appreciation for taking the time to drive up to the studio, to come back, and to tell everybody what you have. I would love to have you back. Would you come back again, Nick?
Absolutely.
To tell me, how about you,
Of course.
Miss Lee?
Of course.
And make sure that we go to this.
Oh, for sure.
Don't
yes.
forget to make it a point.
Every first Tuesday, I'm there.
Yeah, I want to go to, and I'll bring some books and
We would love that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'll
if
bring
you
some
could-
books and
yeah.
stuff like that to talk about whatever it is for me to talk
I usually
about.
give out my wine every month. I have my.
That's right. And we thank you for that.
Which is great. And like I said, and I wrote this 2 years ago. I sold over 20,000 books. But I sold them on my stage. I had my restaurant. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, don't let the tuxedo fool you. I said, I did 20 years for a crime I never committed. And you would hear dead silence until I broke out the book. Can I get a book? Can I get a book? And that's how it started. Now with Ms. Crusoe, publisher, she said, Mike, did you ever, why don't you, okay, give it a shot. Phone's ringing off the hook. And right now they want to do a movie on my life. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But I was your age. I'll never get that time back.
Like you say, Nick.
Nick?
can
Oh,
be-
Nicky's. I was in my 40s. You're in the prime of your life.
Yeah, that's right.
You got 20 years to play with. I don't. You understand?
Can you
got,
make meatballs?
That's right.
Let's see how you make meatballs. Let's see
What's
if
that?
you can.
What's your nationality, Nick?
American.
I'm an Irish, German, French.
Yeah, I'm a mutt, man. I'm
You're a
big,
mutt?
yeah.
Okay. How about you, Miss
I'm
Lira?
Chinese American.
Oh, I love Chinese. I love Chinese food. I'm a sucker for wonton food.
I loved one.
Yeah, but I like the original wontons. Just wonton and the green onion
Yeah.
and the slices of pork.
They put
Then
so
they got
much
shrimp, they got
vegetables and
bok
all this
choy.
stuff in it. It's like,
I don't
that's
want all
not
that
real.
stuff.
That's Cantonese. You got to go for the Cantonese Chinese food.
Oh, see, this
Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I say this every week.
you do.
If I had Aladdin's lamp and I had what? One wish to make. I would not wish for caviar or any special dish. I would not wish for dollars, yet dollars I have few. I wish to come to the studio and bring people, like I say every week, as powerful as Miss Lee and Nikki over here. Nikki, that's an Italian thing. To people like you. And remember, I say this all the time, folks, and I say it with all sincerity. If you feel down and out, look above a cloud. Listen to me when I'm telling you, I had a kingdom. It was taken away. God gave me everything back. Listen to me when I'm telling you. Put your faith in the Lord. Stay close to Him, okay? And He'll never let you down. Because I'm telling you, take it from a guy that's 73, and I got the power of a guy 25. Trust me, God's the way to go. What do you think, sweetheart?
Amen.
Thank you, Miss Melissa. Thank you for wonderful. And next time you go on vacation, don't let me come and try to find you.
I'll try.
See you next week, everybody. Thank you.
Ciao, Mike Leonetti Variety Show fans. For everything Leonetti, go to the website MikeLeonettiVarietyShow.com. Looking to have your business or client as a guest on the show? See if you are qualified to become a brand partner on the Mike Leonetti Variety Show by going to the site today. That's MikeLeonettiVarietyShow.com. Don't forget to order his book, Deceit, Corruption Cover-Up. Ciao for now.